and we are here in the Jurassic room, and welcome to yet another episode of Dinosaurs of the Week, where all of you, the fans, get to pick what is showcased in each week's episode. And just like I say every week, I got some awesome suggestions from all of you guys, and I'll be picking 10 of my favorite dinosaurs to showcase for this week's episode. So let's go ahead and check out what dinosaurs made the list. To kick off this week's episode, we have a suggestion right here from Maria for the Jurassic World Dominion Roar Strikers Triceratops, and this is a pretty cool figure right here. As all of you guys can see, it does have the exact same sculpt that we've gotten quite a few times from Mattel, but with a different paint job right here. We've got this lightish greenish bluish color and some brown here, along with some orange on the crest, which does make it pop out a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but still looks pretty nice. Now when we look at the back box, you get a better look at our Triceratops and how you can press down for it to roar. Now, I don't think the sound effects are going to work that well since it has been in the box for a couple years now, but we'll go ahead and check it out. It almost makes it through the sound effects. But overall, a pretty cool figure. Nothing too crazy or special about this one since it is a repaint and a one that we've gotten quite a few times. But overall, it's still a nice sculpt, so I don't mind having another colorway of it like this. Now, the next suggestion we have right here is from Stavarn for the Jurassic World Chaos Theory Epic Evolution Yaz and Monolophosaurus Rescue Pack. And this is a pretty cool little story pack right here. As you guys can see, of course, we get our Yaz figure right here, a little backpack, our Compy right there, and a pretty cool Monolophosaurus figure. And even though it is a repaint of some of the Monolophosaurus figures that we got in the past, it is a pretty cool little paint job, so it does make the figure unique. Now, when we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Compy Gordon inside of Yaz's hands and in the backpack, and of course our Monolophosaurus, which is really cool. But for such a small set like this, it has a lot of playability, especially the fact that you can fit the Compy into the backpack or into Yaz's arms, and then you get a dinosaur as well to add to all of the fun playtime with this set. So overall, this is a pretty cool one, and one that I'm happy to take a look at on this week's episode. Now, this suggestion right here came from Jurassic Fan for the Jurassic World Chaos Theory Epic Evolution Wild Roar Ceratosaurus, and this is a pretty cool figure right here. The main reason I like it is because it's a different sculpt from the Ceratosaurus toys that we got in the past. So we got quite a few Ceratosauruses that were repainted, but this one got a completely different sculpt, so it does make it more unique than the others. It does have an interesting green paint job, which I don't dislike or like too much. I think overall, it just looks pretty nice. Now, when we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Ceratosaurus and its Rampage attack. So we can go ahead and check that out, guys. So you can roll this thing on its back to get the Rampage attack. Overall, a pretty cool feature on a unique figure, and it makes this one a pretty awesome one for any of our collections. Now, this next suggestion right here is from Sonic Squad for the Jurassic World Rebirth Distortus Rex Island Escape set, and this is a really awesome play set right here, guys. There's just so much to it. We get two of our human characters, we get a little Aqualops Dolores, we get a stick, all kinds of accessories, a cool little boat, and of course an exclusive D-Rex figure that is different from the other ones that we've seen, which is really, really awesome. Now, when we look at the back of the box, we get a better look at everything, Aqualops included. We've got our D-Rex right here, our characters, some of the features of the boat, how you can launch. There's just so much to do with this fun play set, and overall, I even like the presentation it has in the box as well. I think that this is a great toy set if you want to get a lot of playability out of it and a lot of bang for your buck. So this Island Escape set right here is super sweet and one that I'm happy to take a look at. Now we've got a really awesome suggestion right here from Jurassic Abraham for the Jurassic Park Chaos Effect Velociraptorix. And this is such a cool one. And I think we looked at this one a couple weeks back on one of our episodes, but last week we took a look at the Paradeinonychus, so I thought we just have to look at the Velociraptorix the very next week. But this is such a sweet hybrid. It is a mix of a Velociraptor and an Archaeopteryx, which gives it an absolutely wild look, as all of you guys can see. Now when we look at the back of the box to get a better look at our Velociraptorix, a little bit about it, a little bit about the Chaos Effect line, and then some advertisements for the other Chaos Effect toys, which is really cool. But overall, this is a nice figure, and something crazy about this one I have right here is that the sounds still work from 1998. Listen to this. That is super sweet, and the Jurassic Park Chaos Effect toy line is my favorite line of all time, so I'm always happy to take a look at any figures from it. Now, this next suggestion we have right here is from LAN for the Jurassic World Rebirth Tail Thrasher Spinosaurus. And I know we've looked at this one on a couple episodes in the past, but it's such an awesome figure, not only because it's a Spinosaurus, but it's also my favorite figure that's come out of the Jurassic World Rebirth toy line. It's just such a unique one with a great sculpt, awesome size to it, and it's just got a great look, as all of you guys can see. Now, when we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Spinosaurus, and of course its swinging tail strike, which is an awesome feature about this figure. So you can rev the button right here and you get some awesome features. Check it out. It is super, super cool. Everything about this Spinosaurus toy is awesome, and I'm always happy to take a look at it. Now we've got a suggestion right here from Diego Lopez for the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Dino Escape Sammy and Velociraptor, and this is a pretty cool set right here. So we get our Sammy figure, obviously, and we get two different compies, which is pretty cool, in two different colorways, which makes them unique. And then of course we get this pretty cool Velociraptor right here. Even though it's the same sculpt that we've seen of the Velociraptor many times, it's at least a unique paint job, which makes it pretty cool. Now when we look at the back of the box to get a better look at Sammy, the compies, and of course our Velociraptor, which is pretty cool. But overall, this is another nice little set right here. I love these story packs because they're inexpensive, small, but they give you a chance to really showcase some figures, because you always get a human figure and a dinosaur with accessories. So overall, I think the story packs are a really awesome selling point for us collectors, and I think this set right here is no exception to that. Now we've got a great suggestion right here from Ruben for my favorite Lost World toy. So I chose my rarest one, the Lost World Jurassic Park Carnotaurus, codename Bonebreaker. This is an incredible figure right here, and even though it does look a little bit odd, it is just so rare and it makes it so awesome. It's got that soft, real feel skin, which is very sweet, and some pretty cool effects to it as well. Now when we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Bonebreaker Carnotaurus and a bit of an action scene, and of course some advertisements for some of the other figures from the Lost World Jurassic Park. But as you can see, this Carnotaurus has got capture gear right here as well, which is really cool, and also has a dino damage wound up under here, which is really sweet as well. So not only is this a really rare figure, but it captures all the classic Kenner vibes, having the dino damage wound and the capture gear. So overall, this is definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Lost World toys. Now we've got a suggestion right here from Poland Bred for the Jurassic World Dino Trackers Wild Roar Orcoraptor. And this is an interesting species right here. I don't think this is actually considered a raptor, I think someone told me before, because it doesn't have the dew claw, and it's actually way bigger, and it doesn't seem to be shaped the same. It's also got this featherations on it, which looks really cool. But overall, this is just a really unique species, and one that is very cool to have. Now when we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at our Orcoraptor and its levels of aggression, which we'll go ahead and check out. So we got a little tab right here. Pretty sweet feature right there on a very unique creature like this, and I love anytime Mattel gives us a unique species, so for those reasons, I actually really like this Orcoraptor. Now, the final suggestion we have for this week's episode comes from Koala Plays, and you know we had to get some Hammond collection up in this video, and this time we have the Allosaurus in my top 3 favorite Hammond collection toys that ever released. It's got an absolutely beautiful sculpt, as you guys can see, a really awesome paint job, and of course, top-notch articulation like the Hammond collection is known for. We get another cool render of our Allosaurus on the side of the box, and then when we look on the back of the box, we get a better look at our Allosaurus in some different poses, and of course it showcases that glass eye like the Hammond collection is known for to give the dinosaurs a little bit more of a realistic look. And of course this one is from Battle at Big Rock, which is really cool. But overall, this Allosaurus is just a gorgeous figure, one of the best Hammond collection figures that we've gotten to date, and for those reasons it's one of my favorites in my collection, so I'm very happy to showcase it once again for all of you guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Dinosaurs of the Week. If you are not featured in this week's episode and would like a chance to be featured in next week's episode, then make sure you let me know down in the comments below. Want to see more awesome Jurassic content? Then hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any of my content. Also, check me out on Instagram and join my Discord server for so much more Jurassic fun. The links to everything will be in the description below. Check out more awesome Jurassic videos here.